Yo. Shit loud as fuck. Yo. What you want to do, randoms, or you want to do, yeah, 3 randoms. If you go fourth, you got to stay with the fourth. Alright. Oregon, Houston, Clemson. Nah, I ain't do mine yet. Utah, West Virginia, Iowa State. Damn. So Utah, Clemson. No, Utah, West Virginia, Iowa State. Damn, do I chance the fourth? Might be some bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna take Iowa State. I ain't gonna chance it. Nah. Iowa State, decent. They got some receivers. Higgins, I think that's his name. I think he's from Miami too. Yeah, they got 2 drafted receivers. So you got purple. Yeah, bro. I played this morning at Monarch. Yeah. Oh, okay. They running up there? Yeah, bro. I think that was something similar this morning.
Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's Rock.
Somebody had to keep some gym at Monarch. So, but they got good runs there. Like, they play timed and they play with a scoreboard and shit. So it feels like a real game. And then, like, in the last minute of the game, like, they do like a 12-second shot clock. So, like, you know, like, all right, so let's say someone down like 5 points with 1 minute left. They could just hold the ball, you feel me? But so they just do a shot clock. So maybe it's gonna be doing too much. Shit, straight, my ankle's firing.
Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cyclones will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Yeah, my left knee, that's how my shit feel. I need to do some damn treatment. I'm about to order a stem machine damn near.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Oh, bro, once that adrenaline wear off, bro, it'll be over with. Yeah. That's how my shit feel.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive
line. Kick him outside.
Push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grimmer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out.
Bro, I didn't know shit about football when I started playing football. Nigga just told me block this person and push him this way. I'm like, all right, good.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Snags it over the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his
I used to play like when I was legit, but I play like D-line. Like, you don't have to really learn shit.
That third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you
Like,
can
oh,
have
no
that
business
kind of
out here.
success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. Just what they were looking for. He's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's running back.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll get rid of it. Got a wide open receiver. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll try to run it in.
Damn, I can't give up that. Bro, that's just good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after him.
I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like how they don't let you back there. That shit is bullshit.
At the 18. And that Clemson defense getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and it was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that can get the quarterback that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll bring it back. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there taking that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy...
See that shit. Oh!
And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so explosive. They can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
And he intercepts it, bringing it back. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Open runway ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the left side. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense... Yeah, it's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake. But here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Nice, bro. Where is the... Bro, we're rushing fucking forward, bro. There's no shooting thing.
Defense on that one, and it got it down to the 23. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Plows through the defense. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here.
It looks decent. My biggest thing was everyone was moving slow as fuck. I didn't like that shit.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
I was just playing
It's
against
true.
the
I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on its way. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Why niggas auto so slow?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, with some information you gathered, maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third down, going up top. Complete to the right. They stripped it out. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Cyclones will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on second down. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down.
Jesus Christ, bro. This is not even sending that many, bro.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Splits the uprights. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that...
Going for the big play. And the ball is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got there a little bit quicker than
us. A quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He's back to throw on second down. Buys a little time.
Jesus Christ, he got jammed like a motherfucker. Oh!
So the first half has
damn!
We'll take a break and head over to the halftime.
This thing got jammed the fuck up at the line. That's crazy. What route was that?
And the Tigers will kick it away to start
This
the
nigga,
second
bro,
half.
this nigga just had a fucking 5-yard in, bro. He got jammed up. It should fuck the whole time ago.
No return coming. He'll
Oh, what a fucking loss. I can see. Oh.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air, it's back.
Oh, bro, give me fucking a little bit more time.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Shit's open like a
Defense a lot of time to
motherfucker.
get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That shit is open, bro. This
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He uncorks one deep. And he makes
Thank God
the
they didn't
grab at the
fucking G me,
20.
bro.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the
Supposed to be a fucking
defense brings
ton.
it to an end.
How the fuck you undercut that shit and still got there?
From the red zone, looking for a receiver.
That
That
you
pass
good bitch.
intercepted. They got it
Yeah,
down
we-
pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover two look, so there's two safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. It's caught
Are you serious?
downfield.
Come on, that's
And
such a
they'll
bad
finally
read, bro.
bring him down after he rips off a
You
huge
can't-
play. This is
there,
the staple
dog.
of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers,
It's
let them
crazy
make
to do
plays
that.
downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play, obviously.
Going deep,
Yeah, we got played.
and he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger.
He's the
And
best,
the
man.
stomping has commenced. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and
Can't
throw.
get no rush, man. It's just crazy. We got a
About
blitz.
to kick it away after scoring the
Still not getting
touchdown.
what the fuck?
Fair catch called for and made.
Sorry. I'll make it work.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it
Hey,
over.
the heart of it
That's a
there.
Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Beck. Release to the back. That receiver wore that one. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver now comes in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Clemson.
Free safety.
No, I'm bullshitting. The stadium post should fuck me up. It's like, I'm coming out with a play, but I want to, like, audible certain things. Like, it's just crazy. And now this shit doesn't show up
Not
for the
going
rest
to
of the
risk a
game.
return here. He'll make the fair catch.
So,
Iowa State sending the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fakes the grab on the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The thing that made that play work is that it created the matchup they wanted and let the running back create after he caught it.
And Reese, you see more and more of this in college football. Taking the backs and using them as weapons, right? Getting them out in space as much as possible. Get them matched up on a linebacker where I can now run a route where I sell it outside, cut it inside, and I win.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. This should be the last play of the quarter. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Slithers into space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game. This kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his target down the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Gonna run it. It's Maffa. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
I all want to play with some fucking speed.
On this next one.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Every fucking
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be
damn right tackle. Give me some time.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Sick.
Dropping back, it's Beck.
A little bit of
Complete
fucking
to
time.
the right.
Yeah.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really do. He's gonna have to create a team.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open.
Because shit, if you want to do that, we could just create a team and then just like have it be a 2-star team type shit. The only thing is, I know like we're recruiting, like you have like a legacy. So like when I had Florida, like people would just come there because like they won national championships in the past type shit. So it's just like, I don't know if that will add into it. Like, will your school have a legacy? Some niggas might not even care type shit.
The aerial assault continues. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Yeah. I'm down to do it that way. It really don't matter to me.
And back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson.
But everybody like Miami.
Down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Yeah, they
Listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Also, like, I feel like...
They'll line up to go for 2.
Yeah, what was I trying to say? Oh, like, as far as, like, the conferences and shit, like, nobody can't be in no bullshit-ass conference stuff. Just running it up on the way to the chip type shit.
Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, niggas shouldn't even really
dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense.
Do no 1-stars, but I understand the reason why.
David in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
What the fuck is the
exactly
safeties?
where
They
you're
can
gonna
watch
be
it.
as an offense. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have
If I had a little bit better
D
D-line, I feel like niggas would
He'll
have at
call
least
for the fair catch here.
So, try to run it back.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. To throw. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the Bearcat.
Like I said, I don't need this stress in my life.
That's how I be on
Call of Duty. I'll be like, fuck
Cyclones
this.
ready to go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, I'd play with it. I don't
This
really
is
for the
a
regular.
beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You send an invite so you get home. Stuff a 30 in the 19. It's legal, but it's gonna look bad. Alright, go randoms again. I'm gonna start on Kent State, so I start on my worst team type shit. Penn State, Purdue, NC State. Definitely getting Penn State. Finally got some fucking D-line. Stanford, Kansas State, that's good. Oklahoma State. You could chance it for the fourth. You could chance to get Bama. In fourth, you got to stay there. Damn, brother. Stay. nigga got Charlotte. It's all right. That's why we play the game. Charlotte. Them niggas always killed me, bro, in Dynasty. They had a D lineman that was pretty good too.
Welcome everyone.
Yeah, that nigga was flying. I tried to get him in the transfer portal.
And the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
That's why he always be like in the transfer portal.
The Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth.
Shit, there was rumor in that shit that like he would leave for like $5 million to go to UM.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway.
Old standard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Damn, my fucking like sound is bugged. Yeah, it's still playing like the menu drink and shit.
First down for this offense. The DBs will back off a bit. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Brown will throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Finds a tight end.
And get beat by him.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he dropped it! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, he's just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Using the quick game. Open space at the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it.
It's too hard to overfill tackle over this shit.
Quarterback
Niggas don't even like strafe up like how they used to.
And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound.
Come on, y'all boys.
Y'all cannot be getting beat, bro.
The 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's going to take off. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape.
I wouldn't want to compete either,
you got to build the cage.
Football, no, bro. Basketball, there's more opportunity.
He was just able to use his athleticism to get outside and go pick up the first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be
well, it depends on what position you play. If you play lineman, yes, I would stay. But if you're a quarterback, bro, you can't compete at University of Florida for quarterback. Especially when they're bringing in somebody they want.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB.
Yeah.
He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Coming after it. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And this defense has it cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Yeah, he's over the now. I think he's going to get hurt.
And it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't thick throwing into double coverage.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Line gets set. 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
Off to the races to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Wants to throw. It's Aller.
Jesus.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
We've got a timeout from the kicking team. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Brown wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Rolling down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw.
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. He just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Running back goes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Allard. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Brown will throw it. Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays in.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Line getting set on second down. They keep attacking through the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and he lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To the air, it's Aller. They're trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. Snares it outside. It's Fleming. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll fire. Going for it all. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back to his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the tight end. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And that one's incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, this defense is being challenged in the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter. And already, this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run to the left. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Norton. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
At the 15, he's loose. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended.
What an unbelievable play on offense. And I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Real quick. Top break.
And they thought about
this game, just pick who you want to get. Towards Super Chris.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer.
This nigga's only eating double eggs,
it's time to get it going.
Say you eat double eggs. This nigga about to fart and blow up his house.
The Gators will kick it away to start us off.
Yeah. He said it was some ratchet shit.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring.
What kind of boo-boo? That That shit sound crazy. That shit sound like that shit sound like that shit sound like a stomach ache. Okay, okay, that shit sound like a stomach ache ready to happen. From the nail place. I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, shit. FSU lost a lot of niggas too. Shit.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good timing on the quick out. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds. But
offensive pass interference on a tight end.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
That's bullshit.
The defense was asking
How did they even call that?
immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the quarterback.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory.
Okay. Good.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and they convert. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Adams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant and Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield with his physical style of...
And it's caught inside the 15.
He
gets all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Tide. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can
That was
get
kinda crazy
safety,
to me.
you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to throw. It's Lagway. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch.
Nope.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
Which one?
They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
Nah.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on.
And he's running in the open.
Nah. I don't be checking for Tyler Perry moves. I ain't gonna lie.
The big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I did watch a show that they had come out with the strippers and shit.
Recently, they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well.
Oh, I seen people on Twitter talking about Taraji P. Henson, but I didn't know why.
And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Put Big Dez in the game, man.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the
This ain't the game plan.
and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Off the RPO, complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
All right.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn down.
Yeah, and that's why it's so
And he's
important
there.
for defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense held it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Off play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
Come on, bro.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll
Jesus
finally
Christ.
get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, he's got room. Touchdown, Gator! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they did tack on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Alabama! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
Come on.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight. He'll try to do it himself. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a space. Getting some heat. Slips a tackle. And they're able to make the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Trying to get to it. Pressure coming. Shakes off the tackler. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Man, if he could have stayed alive just a second longer, he might have had a big play.
And what a great job making the first guy miss and staying on your feet, staying powerful, but he just couldn't stay alive and continue to evade people. I'll tell you what, I might do a better job protecting him next time.
Got it past the marker. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more negative.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bama! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Coming after it. They made the throw and catch, but they couldn't keep it inbounds, so they'll turn it over on fourth down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have this. You've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Goes to the option. Jumped on top of the pile.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Quarterback checking the play. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Lagway. They've got the screen set up, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.